While many crossbow companies have moved production overseas and receive pre-assembled crossbows ready for shipment, 10 Point continues to build and test their crossbows right here in America. Doing so allows them to monitor and control the entire production process, from using only the best parts and materials available to integrating custom design technology into the production and quality control process. 10 Point's U.S.-based operation ensures a high-quality finished product that is delivered on time to the hands of consumers.
We're shooting bows every day at 10 Point. Multiple people are shooting bows, and their job is solely to shoot bows all day, every day, getting a lot of shots through the crossbow to make sure it's durable, to take the hunting of a consumer out in the field, whether it's raining or snowing. We have a 100-yard range here at 10 Point that is outdoors that we shoot at and test all the time. We send new products to our pro staff members around the country, and they put the bow through rigorous testing, all the way down to just an employee. We might ask them to use a new cocking device or to shoot a new crossbow, try to find holes in the system and how potential problems could occur so we could nip them in the bud before we bring out the crossbow. So we're always shooting and testing. We think we hold ourselves to the highest standards of quality, durability, accuracy, and performance of any crossbow on the marketplace.
Today, every 10 Point crossbow starts right here in this 51,000 square foot campus in Suffield, Ohio. Materials from Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Iowa, Illinois, Texas, Colorado, Arizona, and Georgia are brought together here and are the building blocks of every crossbow. Over the course of building every 10 Point crossbow, dozens of individual operators and quality assurance experts perform checks to ensure that all parts of the crossbow measure up to 10 Point's strict standard of quality, performance, and safety. Before ever reaching the production line, parts must first pass through a series of inspections to ensure only the best parts and materials are used. When a fresh batch of parts first arrives at 10 Point, a small sample is selected for individual tolerance testing before the full batch of parts enters the assembly floor. Performed primarily by hand with the aid of various precision measuring tools, including micrometers, calipers, height gauges, and optical comparators, these tests verify that each batch of parts has been built to their strict specifications and meet their tight tolerance thresholds. When string and cables arrive, these are also tested with a string and cable measurement tool that consistently applies 100 foot-pounds of force to stretch the string or cable to obtain a length measurement for tolerance verification. While the quality control procedures start immediately in the quality control department when parts arrive, they certainly do not end here. At each stage of the crossbow assembly process, a 10 Point factory technician performs additional checks to verify that all parts work together and function properly. For example, during the hand assembly of trigger mechanisms at the trigger box building stage, each 10 Point technician verifies the parts assembly in the previous production stage before completing their own stage. Once the trigger mechanisms are built, but before the trigger boxes are complete, the parts in the trigger mechanism are measured by an optical comparator to be sure the mechanism will operate consistently, smoothly, and safely. After passing this inspection, the trigger boxes are sealed and placed into a trigger pull gauge, which verifies that the force required to pull the trigger falls within 10 Point's normal specifications. Once approved, each individual trigger box is also serialized for future tracking purposes. Automation continues to be a key factor in 10 Point's industry-leading ability to improve testing consistency and efficiency in certain parts of the production line. Their robotic limb deflector cell uses a programmable robotic arm to consistently test the stiffness of crossbow limbs by flexing them in the same way the limbs flex in an assembled crossbow. After obtaining the deflection measurement, the robotic arm places the limbs into a laser engraving module which serializes the limbs for future tracking and then sorts the limbs into 4 different groups based on the degree of deflection. This machine can also determine whether the limbs have any delamination issues and remove those limbs from parts used for production. Since the integration of this machine, 10 Point has doubled the efficiency of this production step and freed up human resources to be utilized in other parts of the production line. 10 Point's commitment to producing the highest quality products that perform consistently also extends to their custom-designed accessories and arrows. At the arrow packaging station, for example, 10 Point technicians use a grain scale accurate to 1/10 of a grain, along with a measuring jig, to hand weigh and sort every arrow. Arrow packs are then created with arrows measuring within 1 grain of each other. This extra step ensures their arrows are built consistently and allows you to shoot as accurately as possible. From the inspection process, those parts that pass move on to production, while those that don't are sent back to printers to help improve their product.